Hello, hello, 11th Avenue. I'm going to try something new with you today. I'm going to call this little series Ashton's Record Shop. So what I'm going to try to do with Ashton's Record Shop is hopefully a weekly review of a song or concert or album or TV performance or music video or whatever. I will be happy to take recommendations and suggestions and requests and whatever else in the comments, so do that if you want to see me review something in particular. But today I have my handy dandy notes on this paper towel, and I'm going to be reviewing a concert I went to a couple weeks ago. So a couple weeks ago I went to go see 30 Seconds to Mars with my mother because they're one of our favorite bands and my mother is absolutely obsessed. So I got her tickets and we went to 30 Seconds to Mars, and here's the review. I'll get better. The opening band was a Danish band called New Politics. I had never heard them before, but they were awesome. They were so much fun and so athletic, and it was great. Because I go to see a lot of smaller bands, which have even smaller bands open for them, so it takes a lot for an opener to really impress me. New Politics really impressed me. They were fantastic, and I know that they're not that small of a band. I have a short clip of them performing. Their drummer, okay, as a drummer myself, I get real excited when I see a really cool drum kit, and their drummer had a really cool drum kit. It changed colors. It was so cool. So here's a short clip of them performing, and their singer is a break dancer, and the drums are changing colors. You have to see it. And their singer was mad impressive, and he dove into the crowd, which I've been to shows where that's happened, but then all of a sudden, and he's standing on the audience's hands. It was the coolest thing I have ever seen. To this day, I'm just what? It was so cool. So then, after New Politics, everybody's super jazzed. We're yeah, 30 Seconds to Mars. And they came out, and their little triangle was and I just remember my mother grabbing me from behind, shaking me violently, and screaming in my ear. She was so excited. It was adorable. And then Jared Leto comes out looking like Jesus in this white robe and long hair. All in all, just a brief overview. 30 Seconds to Mars was a little disappointing-ish. Yeah, my mom and I have been massive fans since 05 or 06. So, the older fans are the hardest to please. But, they looked really good, and they sounded really good. My mom and I hated their set list. I don't even remember what they opened with. I think it was Night of the Hunter, which was fine. It was exciting. Search and Destroy was next. That was good. That was really good. So a lot of the stuff from This Is War, that sounded really good, and they played a lot of it. But they also played a lot from their new album, which I didn't even know they had. They sounded good, but I don't know. It was hard for us to get into it because we haven't heard it yet. They had one part where they put a ton of balloons in the audience. That was really exciting, except that we were in the grass, so we didn't get any balloons, but we got to watch everybody else have the balloons. That was pretty cool. Here's a picture of that. There was a point where Jared came out with just an acoustic guitar, and he played Hurricane, which sounded fantastic. That was good. But then he started talking about, like, taking requests. People were just screaming "The Kill" at him. And he was like, how about From Yesterday? And obviously everyone freaks out. But that song is really hard to perform live. And so it didn't sound that great. So that was really meh. And then he started playing The Kill on acoustic. And I felt so empty inside. Because it needed to be plugged in. It just did. I remember my mom and I looked at each other and were like, seriously? Seriously? And like, I know you can't please everybody, and they have their artistic license, and they have reasons for doing their thing, but knowing that that's like your most famous song, and like the song that really had your breakthrough, I can't speak English today, maybe play it the way it's supposed to? I don't know. Yeah, so I think that was a big mistake on their part. You know, not trying to read 30 Seconds to Mars, because they can do what they want, but just saying, Mom and I were a little bummed out. And then they came out for like 3 encores. We all know encores are planned now. And the last one, they hadn't played Kings and Queens yet, and so my mom and I are like, for the last song, and they brought all these people up on stage, and we're like, oh, this is perfect, this is going to be so awesome, Kings and Queens, all these people on stage. No, or they closed with a new song. Who does that? Who does that? I mean, perfect opportunity, close with Kings and Queens, everybody knows it, everybody likes it, has all the group vocals, it's very unifying. No. So disappointing. It wasn't an awful concert, but it could have been a lot better for me. I would rate the 30 Seconds to Mars concert 3.5 out of 5. Let's do that. 3.5 out of 5. So, like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends, and leave us nice things, and yeah. Bye.
Subscribe.